Latino is now illegal. Latino is alien. Latino is criminal. And now, after 9/11 and the U.S.-backed drug war, Latino is terrorist. So it is no wonder that anti-Latino police brutality continues to terrorize the barrio and Latino people across the U.S. Immigration Customs Enforcement is a federally sanctioned means of systematically targeting the Latino population. Latinos now make over half of the inmates in federal prison due to harsher immigration laws, and hundreds upon hundreds of people die yearly at the militarized border. There are more Latinos, like Black youth, in jail than in school, and extreme poverty continues to plague our communities. And just to finish up, in September, the number of police shootings, including fatal, in Chicago totaled more than last year's. By September, we're not even halfway through the year. On this day, we say and call for an end to police brutality. We do not forget the past. We cannot forget the past, especially when it is so present. Occupy the Barrio would like to thank Occupy the Southside for this event because, as Marissa mentioned, an injury to one is an injury to all. Together, we stand as the 99%, unafraid and unapologetic to call this system out for what it is, racist and brutal. We are here because we will not take it anymore. And united, we will never be defeated. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. That was on point. And a lot of people in our community don't realize we are not the only ones that's fighting this racial struggle. People of all minority ethnic backgrounds are fighting this struggle. People without green in their pocket are fighting this struggle. We are the 99%, and the 99% is diverse, the 99% is beautiful, and the 99% is us, all right? So to further illuminate why we have this resolution here, we are going to hear from some families who had a very hard year in 2011. They lost someone that they cared about dearly. And I think that it's especially tragic that not even 10 minutes into the new year, there's another family who has to live with this pain. But thank you so much to Gloria for coming out here today and sharing a little bit of your story with us. I'd like to ask for you to come up and tell people a little bit about your story and why you're here today.
Hello, how you doing? I came out today to get my son's story out. Not even a year ago. January the 7th, my son was gunned down in his car on a routine traffic stop. He was complying, doing everything the officer told him, and he still ended up deceased. It's been going on since 1997. I can't remember his last name, but his name was Howard. And he was gunned, he was shot in his head from a Chicago police officer on 61st and Green. The police department or whoever offered the woman $50,000. It wasn't right. They knew they were wrong, and $50,000 is not a price to pay on your loved one. But she forgot the big picture. What's going to happen to the officer? And nothing ever happened to the officer. And nothing's going. It's like, it's an ongoing thing. Every time I turn on the news, I'm hearing about somebody's mother losing her child. And I'm just tired. In the paper, they described my son as a gangbanger / drug dealer. Darius was a man.
All right.
He was a father of 3.
All right.
They killed him a day before his daughter's birthday, 11th birthday, and that was wrong. And I just came out to express that and let people know how hurt I am, and that I'm here to do whatever I can to stop the madness. Thank you.
Thank you. It's not an easy task to come up here and share a personal pain like that. So I really want y'all to give it up for Gloria one more time. What I found the most painful about Gloria's story is how rare it is not. I'm looking around here and I'm seeing sign after sign after sign of young black men as young as 13 years old killed in the prime of their lives by those who swore that they would protect us. And I'm upset about that. The next brother who's going to come up, not only did he have this personal pain of having his son ripped from him, it was recorded on video. The same officer who murdered this sister's son murdered this brother's son as well. And that officer still has his life and he still has his freedom. He still is collecting money for the job that he vowed to do and did not do. But I don't think I can express that anger nearly as well as the brother, Mr. Emmett Farmer, can. So, Emmett, if you're here, can you come up, step up, talk to us, please? He's not here yet? Well, we'll have to come back to him, but to synopsis, for those of you who are not familiar with Flint Farmer and the execution that befell him on June night of 2011, exactly 6 months after this cop murdered Darius Pinex, he murdered Flint Farmer, and it was caught on tape. If any one of us had been caught on tape executing another human being, we'd be sitting in Cook County Jail right now, make no mistake about it. So we have to tear down these walls that differentiate these people wearing blue uniforms from the rest of us citizens, because it ain't right. Now, the next young man who's going to speak knows this story all too well. Please tell me he is here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. This brother was one of the many men that was tortured under the command of Burge. And I know everybody here know who Burge is and the evils that he did and the evils that he directed. But again, I can't tell this story nearly as good as the man who lived it and is brave enough and strong enough to still be here rallying against it. So I'd like to introduce y'all to Mr. Mark Clements.
Hello. My name is Mark Clements, and I represent the campaign to end the death penalty as well as the campaign to end torture. We are a people here once again crying out against injustice. Why are we constantly crying out against injustice? It's because the conditions are remaining to occur. Today we have 23 John Burge torture victims still in prison. I say enough is enough. Right here on 95th Street, where a young man was shot down in cold blood. Why is the Chicago Police Department not coming out with its findings? Flint Farmer shot in cold blood. Why is the Chicago Police Department not sustain allegations against the police officer that shot Mr. Flint Farmer? I say enough is enough. I say that we, the people, need to come together and we need to go to City Hall. We need to stand right there and we need to demand for changes. We need to demand and shut down agencies that condone police brutality. We need to demand every judge, every prosecutor to line its alignments and responsibilities up with the responsibilities of the people. How many people must suffer before this change? I spent 28 years in prison. For what? For nothing. I say enough is enough. And I demand that the Chicago Police Department be held accountable for the hanging deaths of 2 men back in November at Area 2 violent crimes. Why is these police officers not in jail? One man is alleged to have hung himself with his underwear. I say enough is enough. I say that the people must come together and that the people must stand together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Because we need to stand up and we need to fight back. And trust and believe it, this brother, after all he's been through, is still standing up here, still fighting this system. We all have a responsibility to stand